What does the bill do that the governor has now signed into law?
The bill, which was sponsored by Senator Tommy Tucker, a Republican from Union County, would basically limit the amount of special indebtedness the state could take on until it is scaled back to 25% of the state's total indebtedness. Right now it stands at about 40%. We've got somewhere in the neighborhood of about $2.5 billion in special indebtedness statewide, and this bill says that the state can't assume any more until that percentage goes down to 25%. And of course, debt gets retired over time, so you may still see some issued over the next few years, but it may be a decade or more before you see any more of this special indebtedness issued.
Supporters of this change say that it protects taxpayers and gives taxpayers more of a voice. How does it protect taxpayers?
Well, for one thing, it prevents the state from going into debt and assuming a form of debt that's more expensive to repay. Because right now we're paying something like $700 million, I believe. $70 million a year in interest and in debt service just on this special indebtedness. Taxpayers never had a say in this at all. In some cases, these projects might have been approved by taxpayers had they had the opportunity to look at them, but these were simply done without their authority. And there are people who will argue that the idea of special indebtedness so violates the spirit of the state constitution that they should never have been allowed in the first place.